Hey everybody, what's going on? It's K'waun Conquest here. It's a beautiful, beautiful Sunday. And when I say beautiful, I mean beautiful. Because we have weather I mean, for this time of year, it's kind of unheard of. It's like almost 80. I think one of these days in the past week it was like 90 degrees, nearly, or it felt about 90 degrees. What I wanted to get on here and talk to you guys today about is simply, let me turn this ringtone off. Okay, so I want to talk to you today about is simply about preparing for success. Okay, success needs preparation. And I want to talk to you about that today just because, I woke up this morning and I was thinking, what do I do really on Sunday? So I've been trying to document, my days, my day-to-days. If you follow me on Snapchat, you get to really, 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 truly see some behind the scenes look on my day, look on entrepreneurship, look on the real grit of what it takes. I try and put a little bit of that here on Facebook stories, try and put a little bit of that on Instagram stories. But truly, my Snapchat has the real most footage and the raw footage of all. So I definitely recommend you check that out if you really want to see an inside look into an entrepreneur's life. Now, so while I woke up this morning, I thought about, what do I do really on Sundays? Because, a lot of people rest on Sundays, and I'm all about, and I talk about it all the time about massive action, about how you have to take massive action every day, all the time, to really get high levels of success. I wear a bracelet that reminds myself every day to wake up and take 10x levels of action, because success is my duty. And so when I get up and I don't feel like doing something that day, this is on my wrist, and I roll over and I say, you know what, I got to get up. Success is my duty. And so I make those things happen. Now, the problem comes into place when, you have, so many people slowing down at a certain time, like on a Sunday. On a Sunday is the rest day. Everybody rests on Sunday. They go to church, they go to their synagogue, they go to their temples, go to mosque, wherever you go. You take it a little slow on Sundays, and that's okay. However, as an entrepreneur, you don't want to start calling people on Sunday. You don't want to demand things from your staff and your employees on Sunday. But what you can do is that you can keep continuing to make sure that every area of your business, every area of your life is on point, is on track. So what I do on Sundays is I do sleep in a little bit because I do not get much sleep throughout the week. And I'm not telling you to not get much sleep. People should get the proper amount of sleep. However, me personally, I don't really care for it. So on Sunday, I catch up on sleep a little bit. Like, for example, last night I went to bed at maybe right around 2 a.m. Yeah, and I woke up today at about 9:30, 10. So I got my full 8 hours today, which is unheard of for me. Usually I get about 4 to maybe 6. Okay, so I got my full 8 hours tonight, so I feel fully recharged, fully energized, and that's enough to keep me pushing throughout the week. However, so that's taken care of. The next thing I do immediately on Sundays is I prepare, my living environment, my house. I do laundry, I clean, I just make sure that everything's ready for the week, so I don't have to worry about those things throughout the week, so I can put my full attention on my business, on growing it, on my team. Once all that stuff is done, I do the normal things. I listen to some music, I eat some food, and so on. But then I immediately, my mind wants to go straight into business mode, because that's what I do every single day. And so preparation is so important. And so that's why I titled this today, Success Needs Preparation. And so what I do on Sundays is I make sure that everything is in line. I make sure everything is ready for the week. Same as I do my home chores. I do my laundry, I clean. I do the same thing for my business. I look into everything and I clean it up. If there's notes that are handwritten, if there's notes that were digital, I clean them up. I reorganize them if they need to be organized. I make sure that they've been organized by the team. If I have handwritten notes, I make sure to input those things. If I make sure that all of our invoices went out for the week. If they didn't, then we'll go ahead and I send them out if we missed any. So just double checking everything in the business on Sunday, I think, can be a tremendous thing. And on the other side, first you have to double check. Okay, you have to verify that everything's been taken care of, or at least catch it up if it hasn't. But then on the other side, you have to prepare. You have to prepare for the week. If you want to have a successful week, you have to prepare for that week. And that's why I think success needs preparation. Okay, you have to prepare for your success. So, for example, one of the things in our business that we do is a lot of calling. Okay, we do a lot of calling, follow-up calls, cold calls, getting people to just introduce ourselves to them. And so to do that, you need a call list. Okay, a lot of people go into cold calling, and this is a sales tip for you. A lot of people go into cold calling without a list. And so they just pick up a phone and they start Googling some numbers, and that can work, but you're moving at a very slow, not slow, but normal pace when you do those things. Remember, I'm trying to move at a 10x level of speed. So I make sure we prepare and we have a list of all the names that we're going to call each day. And so that way, boom, the list is there. You're dialing next, boom, dialing next, boom, you're dialing next. And you're creating speed and momentum that way. We have to keep searching for names and then dialing, searching for names and then dialing. That could become very cumbersome. So we prepare it by preparing a list before the week begins. We go over it with the team on Monday morning, and then that week we hit the list. Okay. Another thing, like I said, making sure invoices have been sent out, making sure invoices have been paid. I think unless you have a staff member specifically with their duty to do that, that responsibility falls on you, the business owner, falls on you, that person running the ship. And so I say on Sundays, that's the day to make sure that those things were done. Make sure that those invoices were paid, make sure those invoices are sent out. And if you need to send them out, it's perfect time. It's downtime for you to make sure that your money's right. Okay, so that's something I think is super important as well. Now, on the next side of that is making sure that your notes and your meeting notes are prepared for the week. You don't want to show up at Monday, tomorrow morning, without your notes for your meetings already prepared. You don't want to wake up Monday morning and have to prepare them as well. So I make sure all my notes are ready for the week. And then even when it comes to social media, I know a lot of people, struggle with keeping their post up, keeping their engagement up with social media. And honestly, there's life hacks, okay, that you can do to make that process a little bit easier for you. That's something that one of my companies does, the Conquest Agency, is we help people educate them into creating great social media engagement posts and advertising. But on top of that, we do handle accounts for people as well. We manage accounts for people so that they don't have to worry about it. But if you're not in that position where you can afford somebody else to manage your account, there are ways for you to make sure that those things do not go by without you actually doing them. And so what I mean by that is that, some people may get so busy handling the day-to-day business, handling customers as they come in, and so you don't have time to post. And I completely understand that, but you don't need time to post. Okay. And if you, that could be an entire webinar segment, teaching you that. So, the best way to really, truly learn how to do that is to get in touch with the Conquest Agency and work with one of our social media experts who can train and teach you. But just on a quick tip from me, the best way to do that is you need to schedule your post. Okay. Just simply schedule your post. And, you can do it right through most social media platforms. I know, and since we're on Facebook right now, I'll talk about Facebook specifically, that, if you have a page, okay, you can yourself go ahead and make posts for the week and schedule them, what day and what time you want them to post. So you load them all up on Sunday. What are you doing on Sunday anyway? So you sit down, you think about the week. And it does so much. It gets your mind thinking about the week. It gets your mind thinking about promotions you have coming up. It gets your mind thinking about what type of engagement you're going to have with your customers, your clients, and your audience. And so schedule those posts on a Sunday so that for the whole week, you don't have to worry about the post. Now you only have to worry about the engagement part. You see, when someone comments back, now you can easily, quickly say a reply to that comment. You don't have to worry about posting on top of that. So that's just a quick tip on how preparation can lead to success in so many different areas. It can lead to success in your social media accounts and campaigns. It can lead to success in your team building. It can lead to success in making sure your money is right. It can lead to success in making sure that you're happy and not stressing out throughout the week. So preparation, or success needs preparation. Success needs preparation, I tell you. So on Sundays, like I said, I mean, it is a relaxing type day for me. And I think that everybody does need a day where you can sit back and maybe go 5x. But throughout the week, you should be 10xing everything. You should be pushing forward hard on everything. So like I said, with that being said, you do need a day to kind of slow it back down. But again, you don't want to stop though. See, that's what a lot of people do. They stop. And for me, when I stop, I don't want to get going again. And I don't think that that's just me. I think that that's a lot of you out there too. I think when you stop, you get comfortable with being in stop mode. You get comfortable being in that first degree of action, no action. So I say always be in that fourth degree, always be at massive level of action. But if you need a day, then cut it back to the third level of action, which is normal amount of action. But never move into the second level of retreating, and never move into the first level of no action at all, because you'll become stagnant and you'll get used and comfortable. It's very easy to get comfortable to not work. And so when you put in the work, when you got that momentum going, it's also easy to stay in that momentum and that flow. So be very mindful and careful on slowing down too hard or too fast or for too long. Okay, let me say that again. Be very careful of slowing down too hard, too fast, or too long. Okay, because again, you're going to get stuck, and you don't want to get stuck. Okay, and so for me, I slow down a little bit. I get a little bit more sleep, but not a lot. I don't sleep for 12 hours to catch up. Oh, my week's been so long. I need to sleep all day long. I need to sleep past noon. I don't do that. Okay, I never, ever, ever, ever anymore. I used to a lot. Actually, it's shocking. I used to wake up at like 1, 2 p.m. and be like, where's the day? And then I always complained, I need more time in my day. No, you need to wake up and create more time in your day. And so when I discovered that, it took me a minute, and figured it out, I never, ever sleep past noon now. I must be sick if I'm sleeping past noon. And it doesn't matter if it's a rest day or work day. If it's a work day, I'm certainly not sleeping nowhere near noon. But if it's a rest day, like I said, by 10 o'clock, I'm up. And so like today, I got up at 9:30, and I rested in the bed for a little bit longer. I scrolled through some feeds and watched some crazy little funny videos, which is also something I don't get to do very often. So see, it is a rest day for me, but it's also a day for preparation. I think that you can balance that both without overloading your brain on a Sunday. So that's my advice for all entrepreneurs on Sundays. That's my advice for business owners on Sundays, for go-getters, for action seekers, for success aspirators. I don't know, I'm making up words now. Okay, so take that advice and apply it. Apply it into your day-to-day. Apply it into your weeks. Apply it into your Sundays. Get your life in order. Get your day in order. Get your house in order. Get your business in order. Prepare for the week. Prepare for success. That's what I do, and it's been working out pretty nice. So I encourage you to do the same. Another thing that I do to prepare my mindset moving forward is I'm always thinking about how I can better myself. I'm always thinking about how I can take myself to the next level. And one of those things that I'm doing to go to that next level with one of my businesses, and just for my mindset in all of my businesses. So let me just run that briefly. So I run a digital marketing agency called the Conquest Agency. Okay. And what we do is we do websites, we do digital design work, as far as ads for Facebook, for Instagram, all the social platforms. We create ads for those. We create posts, quote posts, meme posts, funny posts, any kind of posts that you need. We create those for you for your pages. We manage social media accounts, and we educate people on how to have a better digital presence. Because let's face it, the world is digital now and people are on these smart devices. So if you're not on the smart device, if your business is not on the smart device, then you, sir, you, ma'am, have a lot of work to do because you're missing out on a gigantic market. And so that's what we help people do. We help small business owners understand that. We help regular and large size business owners advance that to the next level. Now, one last thing that I want to talk about though is that mindset of growth, okay? Because another business that I run is a martial arts school, okay? Rising Tree Karate. And so I'm in a position where I've been involved in this industry since 1996. So I've seen nearly almost it all, okay? As a student, as an instructor, as a business owner. I opened my first school in 2007. And then I sold it many years later. And then I started the digital marketing agency. But now this year we're starting a new school with a new feel, new name, a new flow. And I want to take that to the next level. Like I said, I've done this already in 2007, but now I want to do it bigger. I want to do it differently. And I want to service my community a lot more. So I'm taking the steps. And I'm going to an event in November. And I encourage you, if you're a martial artist, if you're a martial arts business owner, if you're a martial arts instructor, to come with us. Come to this event in November. It's called It's Time Live Encore. Okay, because it's been so great, they want to encore, right? So many people across the nation, across the world, okay, are coming to this event. There's people I have heard from Australia that are coming, from Canada, from Europe, people literally from all over, and a lot of people from many of the states here in America are going to be attending this event. Now there's three options that you can do. There's a one-day option, which I think just, if you're not sure, if you just think it sounds cool, you want to try it out, definitely do the one day, okay? If you're taking this a little bit serious, maybe you have a business, maybe you have a school, maybe you want to grow it, take that 2-day experience. Trust me, the little bit of extra that it is going to be well worth it. But if you're a real go-getter, a hard hitter, somebody who wants to 10x their, oh wait, there it is, 10x their business, okay, like I do, I wanted to grow this school to phenomenal levels, then you need to take the 4-day experience, which is what I'm doing. The 4-day experience, oh my God, this itinerary is intense and I'm so looking forward to it. So it's called It's Time Live. I'm going to put the link in the comments below. Okay, there it is. Boom. The link to that is in the comments below. You can go to brandonbeliso.com/itstime/live and you can check out the different offers there. Like I said, there's a 1-day, there's a 2-day, and there's a 4-day experience. I'm doing the 4-day. So, hey, I want you to be sitting there right next to me. All right. I want you to be sitting next to me at the 4-day experience, at the 3-day experience, or sorry, the 2-day experience, at the 1-day experience. Whichever day you come, I'm going to be there. So I want to see you there as well. Okay. Take this opportunity to invest in yourself. Take this opportunity to grow you and your business to the next level. I'm doing it, and so many other people are doing it just as the same. So don't miss out on the boat. All right. Lastly, I just want to wish you guys all the best and success this Sunday. Take some time to relax, of course. Take some time to spend with your family, of course. But also take some time to prepare for success, because success needs preparation. I wish you guys all the best and success. Until next time, stay great.